Welcome back to Third Eye Astrology and Tarot. This is your girl coming back to you with another pick a card reading. Now for this week, for this week, we're going to be channeling the energies of your week that's coming up for you. Okay, so I know that we did a full moon, or at least there was a full moon, and there's a lot of shifts and changes in the atmosphere. I want to go ahead and get you prepared for what next week has to offer you. So as usual, we have some choices here to make. But also, before I get into the reading, I want to go ahead and give the overall energy, which is, bam, the Two of Swords. So for the majority of you, the collective energy is that you're going to be making some decisions that you don't want to make, that you don't want to face right now, or that you might be experiencing some cognitive dissonance about a decision or how to proceed forward into next week. And that's probably why you have come to this reading, to get some clarity about how to proceed. Okay? I love this card because it shows a growing moon. So whatever you've started to manifest for the last new moon, it's growing and changing. And also I like it because the blindfold represents the need for you to have some intuition or use your third eye in order to get things accomplished. So let's go ahead and proceed. So if you haven't already chosen your number, go ahead and pause the video, 1, 2, or 3, and we'll get started. All right, for those of you who chose pile number 1, here is the energy for next week. So the first card is going to be how you are going to approach this week, and it is the Hierophant. The Hierophant's a good card to get because that means that you're approaching the week with ethics, values. You're approaching the week with committed effort. You're also approaching the week being able to handle things. The Hierophant represents education, higher education, nonprofit businesses. It could be someone who keeps records. It could be someone in the spiritual community. Maybe you're head of something, ahead of a mystic shop. Maybe you're head of a religious entity. But in any way, I think that you're going to be in perfect spiritual balance this week to be able to tackle what's going on. And I feel like you're going to go through a thorough, committed effort to do so. Okay, this could also be talking about your relationships. Maybe you are approaching it again the week with your commitments, primarily romantic commitments, and maybe others. But let's go ahead and see what the week will bring you. This is a good card to get if you're going to how you're going to go into the energy that's surrounding your position of how you're going to actually face the week. Let's look at the week itself. The Queen of Pentacles. So also you might be a Taurus, or you also might be a Virgo Capricorn. You might be dealing with a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn as well. But I feel like this is a great, start off to the week because, Queen of Pentacles, this could be anything. If anything, you're committed to the week and the week is committed to you. And, this Queen of Pentacles energy is staring at you, or at least facing you with a pentacle. And I feel like it's going to be a really good outcome. Okay, again, you could be ahead of finances in a specific field. You could be managing some finances. This could be your partner, your business partner, or your romantic partner. It could be a mother figure in your life. It could be a whole bunch of things, but I feel like you're combing through some very practical efforts. Okay, whether it be budgeting, buying something, managing inventory, it could be so many things. So take what resonates. Okay, let's look at the outcome for next week. Four of Swords. So I feel like you're going to either be buried in what you need to tackle next week, even though you're going to be able to handle it with ease, or it's the fact that you're going to be handling some administrative work. You may or may not want to approach it. If the Two of Swords resonates with you from the beginning of the reading, go back to the beginning of the reading in the intro, where I talked about how you're afraid to approach the week, or you not knowing how to. And I'm also seeing that it's gonna, yeah, you're gonna involve a lot of editing, a lot of detail work that's gonna happen this week. It's probably have to do with your job more than anything else. Or if it's a relationship, you two might be taking a time out, but either a timeout or you're going to be on a wellness retreat, or it could be a wellness retreat or something. But overall energy is not bad. It's very good energy going towards the week. And so because it's general reading, it can mean so many things. I'm trying to really narrow it down, but I'm also seeing spirits trying to tell me that it could be dealing with an attorney or a consultant, okay, consultant as well. It could be dealing with someone who is in a hospital or in a wellness recovery, or even behind, not to say bars, but they're confined somewhere. So it could be handling the practical matters of that issue as well. And again, also administrative work. So let me know in the comments how the week went, and so that I can see if how accurate it was, okay? Thanks for tuning in. See you next time. Hi, so for those of you who picked pile number 2, this is your reading for the next week. Let's go ahead and start off with how you're going to approach the week. What is your energy approaching the week, okay? Oh, I'm not reading anything reverse, so we're looking at 4 of Cups upright here. So there's some dissatisfaction already. You probably are like, I don't even want to face next week. I don't even want to deal with it. I'm not really happy with where I am. I'm dissatisfied. 4 of Cups it's like it's visually depicted. This visual depiction of 4 of Cups in the Rider-Waite is pretty much okay. Where did I leave off? I had to release some of the battery or the memory instead for the reading. So 4 of Cups, overall dissatisfaction. You're waiting on something, okay? So let's look at the overall energy of the week. King of Wands. So you might be dealing with a King of Wands, someone who is an Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. It could not be, or maybe they have fire energy in their chart. You could be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces with the 4 of Cups. Or you may not be, or you might have water in your chart. But in any sense, I feel like, it has to do with this person that you're thinking about, that you're waiting about. Maybe you're dissatisfied with what they're doing. Maybe, I don't know, maybe you're missing them. But 4 of Cups is usually someone who's like kind of bored or not really satisfied with what's going on. You could be dissatisfied with where a relationship is going. You also might be, I don't know, let's look at card number 3 for the overall energy of the week and see what we, more information about the outcome of that energy. 8 of Wands. So yeah, you're looking for a message. We're actually in Mercury retrograde shadow, I want to mention real quick. So even though the shadow period, for those who don't know about the shadow period of Mercury retrograde, is that it is the kind of like the energy of Mercury retrograde, where like you're not looking for, but you can expect messages from past ex-girlfriends, ex-boyfriends, past stuff that needs to be revisited. Mercury retrograde is all about things that need to be revisited. So I feel like with this pile, there's someone who is, you're waiting for someone to send you a message. Either that, or you don't even want the message. Okay? Or you might be dissatisfied with what the message brings, but really, I don't even think you're dissatisfied with the message. I think that when you get it, you'll be satisfied again. I think that you're something going on in your life is in suspension because you haven't talked to this person yet. So Spirit told me to also emphasize a job opportunity. So it could be an entrepreneur, it could be King of Wands, who is offering you something, a project or whatever, and they're taking a long time. Again, this could be a lover, whether an ex or a current partner or your current person that you're dealing with that may or may not be in a relationship with, but you guys are like, you're talking, you're hanging out, whatever you want to call it. You're in the dating phase before commitment. It could be any number of those things, but I feel like it's a message, okay? Sometimes 8 of Wands, King of Wands is like it's a physical energy. This could also mean you. This can also mean you actually going from Four of Cups to King of Wands. It could mean you actually approaching next week with exercise or physical activity. This could be you traveling next week to order to get you out of a funk, okay? I definitely wanted to give out all of the possibilities here. But again, you're waiting on something, and whatever you're waiting on is going to come. Okay, you're gonna get a bombardment of messages from this person if you're waiting for a message. Okay, it could be from a job or a romantic relationship, or again, this could be talking about you getting physical next week, as far as like, you know, exercise, getting you out of the funk, or what have you, going from, I don't know, meditation and yoga to actually like getting in the gym, who knows. So the possibilities are endless. Go ahead and comment down below and tell me how your week went, if it resonates with you. Okay, see you next time. Okay, for those of you who picked up on number 3, this is your energy going into next week. Let's see what that's about. 3 of Cups. So you're feeling very, what's the word I'm looking for? Not charismatic. It could be charismatic too, but you're feeling very social, if anything else. Maybe you are approaching a celebration. Maybe you are going on a holiday. Maybe you're out with your friends. Maybe you are in a group of some kind where you are really enjoying each other, or it could be that you know, you're ahead of a group. But in any sense, the collective is the overall theme for this week for you, as far as how you're approaching it. You may have been emphasizing using social graces in your approach to the week. Again, you might be visiting or having some parties to go to, office parties, regular parties. It's a summertime, so it might be a brunch or a all white party, you know, those all white parties where you get dressed up in all white. It could be so many things, but I think it is a gathering that you're going to, that is on your mind right now, and that's why you're approaching. That's why I clicked on this video. Let's look at the energy of next week. The Hermit. Wow. So I see a couple of things. It could be that you are coming out of your shell, or you're not. I mean, this is you, so I feel like you want to be social. The Hermit card is, I think it's giving you some sage advice, I think. And I think it's like telling you to look closely at your relationships with people, not just your romantic relationships, but your relationships with people. Well, maybe romantic too. But yeah, the light here, this lantern here, it symbolizes that the Hermit's trying to shine light into the situation, okay? The yellow light is illuminating, and it's like a light or a color of discovery. So I feel like next week you're going to actually discover something that, you know, may alter the course of events in your life. So let's look at the outcome of next week. Ooh, yeah, someone's being sneaky. So this is becoming more clear here. Okay, it's becoming emphatically clear. So there's a few storylines here. So you might be involved in a group of friends, social circle or something like that, a group project, something where someone is trying to betray you, or someone's trying to steal your ideas. It could be something to do with writing, since we have a Hermit card, Hermit's a writing card sometimes, and also another Swords card. It could be, something to do with a copyright or just some intellectual property. I also see, again, with friendships, you might want to be social with a group of people. Maybe you're new to them, or maybe you've been old friends for a while, but someone is not being true. Now, the third storyline I'm seeing is that you could be in a third-party situation romantically. So if this is you, this could be any one of you. You could be the person who's juggling two people. You could be the person who is juggled. Okay, so if you're in a romantic relationship, the Hermit's asking you to go ahead and really look at that, okay? But in all three storylines, it's telling you to go ahead and just leave. I feel like whatever's going on is going to be revealed next week. And I don't mean it for it to be a heavy reading, but I feel like Spirit's telling me to tell you that, if you walk away from a situation, you're going to end up in a better place. Okay? Spirit doesn't tell you anything to steer you wrong. And when in the beginning of the video, when I told you, look what I told you. Remember what I told you when I said Two of Swords? It was something that you didn't want to see. Something that, your intuition was telling you that, hey, you need to go ahead and leave the situation that you're in, but you're like, no, I don't want to. I'm not really sure. And you came this card reading to get clarity. You came in here, you might not know you came in here for clarity, but Spirit's telling you if you leave the situation, I'll put you in a better opportunity, better relationship, better everything, okay? Because this is not the path that's serving you anymore. This is not the relationship that's serving you anymore. You deserve better. And let me tell you something. Just because you leave something, the Spirit tells you to leave a situation, it doesn't mean that you're going to automatically get catapulted into the right place in your life. Sometimes you have to trust the process and knowing that when you leave, things are not going to look great and dandy. In time it will. And again, you're going to be put in a better position than you are now. But yeah. Let me see what else I can get from this reading. Yeah, so yeah, I see that you're going to be happier. You're going to be happier once you leave this situation, okay? You're going to be much happier. Trust in the universe is trying to tell you, okay? So let me know if that resonates. Comment below, and I'll see you in the next pick a card reading.